What's up, everybody? It is Sully, and welcome back to another Project Neeli MJM 50 update. You can see we are still here at Boston Marine Services, surrounded by a bunch of beautiful boats, but they are all starting to make their way out the door because spring has sprung and people are going to be wanting their boats soon, and this project is no different. So, let's see what the team from Navtronics, as well as Boston Marine Service, has been up to since our last update, guys. So we take a peek behind us here. You can see the hardtop is finally starting to come together completely on this. Now, first thing you're going to notice is this is all fresh gel-coated non-skid on here. So we've got all new non-skid. Why did we do that? Because we have these antennas here on centerline. They were kind of scattered throughout the boat on the hardtop. That left a lot of holes. So instead of just trying to do some patches and having those patches show throughout, they went ahead and did all new gel coat non-skid across the whole thing. Really makes it look nice, and that's going to look great against that brand new topside paint that was done back in the winter as well. So they've got all that going on. And you can kind of take a look here and see we've gone ahead and dry fit the solar panels here. So obviously those cables are not where those are going to live. We've got those just kind of in place. Those solar panels right there, those are the big Xantrex panels. I think it's over 50 amps, I think, of total output per day going into the 1200 amp hour lithium battery bank that was installed. So we got a lot of juice on board the boat, but we got a lot of ability to also recharge them without having to have a generator running, because this boat predominantly is going to be living on a mooring. So talking about those panels and some of the nice touches they did here, if we take a look here, guys, in the solar panel, kind of see this red line. That's where this panel is actually going to go ahead and sit down. But they've done a really nice reveal line here. So we've got our non-skid, and then we've got smooth, and then we've got our solar panel. Same thing kind of over here in the two-tone. This is staying the same color here, but it's just giving a nice extra little touch to have that done right there. Then as we take a look over my shoulder here, you can see we have our antenna farm like we talked about, and moving everything to centerline. We've got our Volvo DPS antenna, we've got our Garmin sat compass, and then we've got our Sirius weather right there. And then, guys, is the Seaview mast. Now this Seaview mast we talked about before was getting customized and tweaked out. This was kind of a standard, they call it a BC37 mast, it's a tapered mast, but we wanted a two-tier mast without going too tall. So right where that FLIR is right there, that tongue got added here by the team at Boston Marine Services to make it look like it left the factory that way. And then as you can see up there, we've got this little kind of box-shaped thing. As we go ahead and pan around the back, you're going to see that actually houses a backup camera. That backup camera is part of the Garmin surround view system that we're getting ready to install. We talked about that in the last video. This is the first of its kind retrofit of a surround view system. So we've got the camera placement, and we have to make sure we've got good all-around view, obviously with surround view. So we've got that going on. And then above that, we have the LOPO light up there for nav, and then we've got our weather station from Airmar up there as well, so we can keep tabs on the wind and temperature and barometric pressure and all that good stuff. And then on the wings right there, as you guys can kind of see, are a pair of the GA38 antennas. As you know, an AIS 800 requires a dedicated GPS for its own thing, so we do an external GA38 antenna right there, and then on the other side is the Garmin on-deck vessel monitoring, and that has its own external GPS antenna. So we've got that going on, and we're also working on figuring out where to put the rest of the cameras. Now we know for surround view, we have to put it up in the bow. We know about the midship forward one, but coming down this side, this boat's got a lot of tumble home to it. That means it's kind of curving up and in at the rub rail. So trying to figure out where to put a camera on the hull has led to a different set of problems and some unique solutions that we're working on. Currently, right now, the game plan is right there where we've got that boxed off is going to be where we plan to put our aft section pieces that will get stitched in, because they want these cameras X amount of feet above the waterline to allow for better stitching. So we think we put that up there. That should give us a really good opportunity for that. But we're going to have more on the surround view and what all that entails and getting that all set up. Again, this is not something you can go to your standard Garmin dealer and get. This is a special situation we're trying it out on here. So we've got that going on. Underneath the plastic down in there, that's the triple Volvo engines. The team have put 4 cameras in there, as well as another backup camera on the transom. Why did we do that? Well, guys, you'll see right there, there is a bimini top here as well. So if that Mast camera doesn't give us the coverage we want, we have the ability to have that backup camera in the transom. But this boat can also carry a dinghy, so sometimes that's obstructed, so we kind of had an either-or, you know, pants, suspenders kind of situation here. We can do one or the other. We're doing both, making sure that we are covered. So we've got cameras in the transom. We've got 4 in the engine room. Down here in the machinery seakeeper space, we've also gone ahead and put another camera down there to kind of keep tabs on the machinery space of things. And then as we kind of spin around here, guys, you can see we have our Garmin 8612 mounted there. And then this beautiful dash that we've gone ahead and completely redone with the team here at Boston Marine Services. We've made this a single level plane now, and we did that so that we could fit a pair of the Garmin 9219 displays. So that's going to give us the ability to have the 9200s with all of these cameras, with the Empire bus, with the surround view. There's a lot of network going on this. A lot of things bouncing around, so we really wanted to make sure we were on the BlueNet, the high-speed network here. So that's why we went with those 9200s. You can see here the holes are already all cut out. We're going to have our stereo remote. Forget what else. We've got throttle, joystick, all that kind of fun stuff that was standard right here. Those are all put in there. And then we're going to do a pair of the Garmin SP8 switches. So even if the displays aren't on and we still want to use things, we have mechanical tactical switches that we can use as well. Then coming down here, down below, and we got a lot of stuff going on down here, obviously, guys, and it's coming together. I know it doesn't look like it, but we got the brand new JL amp installed down there, the MVI. We've got our VHF 315, our AIS 800. All those kind of things are all starting to get mounted. Everything back here is starting to come together. And, oh yeah, one of the last things I want to show you guys, we'll take a look as we come back outside, is on the hardtop here on the underside. We've got all of the rigging run on here, all nice and neat. Everything is nicely labeled on here, so there's no question about where things are going or what they are for. So we've got all of that taken care of as well. So the team has been hard at work on this boat, and it is all going to start to come together here fairly quickly with getting the Empire bus modules, getting those programmed, drilling holes in for the camera, getting targets lined up for the cameras, and bringing all of this online, as well as all of the Lumishore. I think they figured it out. It was something like 14 zones of lighting on this boat. So we got a lot of stuff going on. We can't wait to show you guys. If you're thinking about doing a refit for your boat, if you have an MJM, reach out to us. Let's get you set up. Let's get you on the schedule for next year. Or maybe you're going to be gone for a couple of weeks in the middle of the summer not using your boat. We can talk about that too. Reach out to us, sales@navtronics.com, or leave it down below in the comments, and we'll see you guys real soon with another update on Project Neeli and everything the team's got going on here. Peace.